So here's game week 4, the one we've all been waiting for. International break nearly over, it's time to make some crucial decisions. This could make or break your season. I'm going to tell you who's hot, who's not, and who to put on your watch list. If you get this wrong, it could set you back months. Stay tuned as I guide you through what you should be looking for in game week 4. First up, the premium structure. This is where you're locking safety and captaincy flexibility. Erling Haaland remains a standout, 3 goals in 3 games, leads leading shots and big chances. He, for me, is still your captaincy favourite. But don't overlook João Pedro. He's sitting top 3 for expected goals and moves forward. Plays a central role for Chelsea and at 7.7 offers huge value. He is obviously the most owned player in the game, so if you're looking for a differential, you might be better off looking somewhere else. But to me, if you're not on Pedro, you could be falling further behind. And then there's Bruno Fernandes. He's still on penalties, creating more chances than anyone else in the league, and despite United's mixed results, his underlying data makes him a reliable midfield premium. These 3, Haaland, Bruno and Pedro, give you that balance of explosiveness and consistency for me, and I feel as though that you have to have at least 2 out of these 3 in your team at the moment in time. Now let's talk about the defence. This season we've got a brand new metric, defensive contribution points. That means tackles, interceptions, clearances. They actually matter now. And just look at this. These are the players that you probably wouldn't have picked last season. Trevor Chalobah, flying under the radar, but he's racking up defensive contribution points consistently and looks like a great value option at the moment in time. And if you're hunting for other cheap but effective picks, we talked about him in the last video, Marcos Senesi at Bournemouth and Maxime Lacroix at Palace. They're both stand out, low owned, under 5 million, and they combine solid clean sheet potential with bonus point appeal thanks to this new metric. Perfect for freeing up cash without sacrificing returns. For me, they are 3 players that you must be looking at in this next few weeks to get into your team. It's just going to allow you to have more premium players in there. And with the run of fixtures as well, they're quite kind. So again, at least 2 out of those 3 I will be looking to have in my 5 in defence. So moving forward into midfield, this is always where you can make up ground. This is the big area. This is where it's crucial that you get right. And game week 4 gives us some spicy differentials. So Lucas Paquetá is one I really like. Affordable, creative and on-set pieces for West Ham. He's ticking along nicely and under the radar. West Ham's fixtures are so-so, but they did actually have a fantastic return in their last game against Nottingham Forest. Is Paquetá one I would probably make sacrifices for and cost me points in transfers? Probably not, but if you are looking for a true differential, he could be the man. The differential before, which again we talked about in an earlier video before the season started, was Jack Grealish, but everybody's piling in on him now because obviously he offers great value, and to be honest, I can't really say that you shouldn't be doing that as well. I feel as though that he is going to carry on playing as well as he has been for Everton. He's playing in that, more in that 10 role, sometimes going out left, but he's going to be in and around and involved in lots of things for Everton. And Everton have looked, quite decent going forward so far this season. I suppose that sort of brings in Dewsbury Hall as well into the equation. Again, a great budget pick for you. Would you want Grealish and Dewsbury Hall both in your team? Maybe not in the starting 11, but potentially from a squad perspective, both could squeeze in there. Semenyo again is another one who's quite well picked. Bournemouth have got a decent run of fixtures and stuff. So again, he's moving out of that differential sort of world and becoming sort of a high-owned midfielder. And it's whether obviously you want to sort of stick around with that type of player as well. So moving into the forward areas. So we're looking at the big guns and what we're calling hidden gems. I think we touched upon it. Haaland, obvious choice. Lock him in. No surprises. But the forward has some really interesting differentials. Now, for me, the one I would sort of want to target at the moment in time is Wissa at Newcastle. Very, very low ownership, and is likely to play as well centrally. Obviously, at the moment in time, Newcastle have gone with Barnes, Gordon and Elanga. I can't see that continuing. I think Wissa will be in that team sooner rather than later. He's proven in front of goal. Newcastle are creating plenty of chances, and the fixtures as well should give him a good opportunity to explode. So for me, I think you need to be on Wissa fairly early. So maybe pairing with João Pedro for value, then either Gyökeres or someone like Fulkrug as well for a budget-friendly sort of third striker. He has still been playing. He hasn't sort of netted a goal yet, but he has looked threatening at times. But yes, I think Gyökeres at Arsenal, although he didn't have a very good game against Liverpool last time out, he could be sort of what we call a flat track bully. He could be the ones against, when they're playing the weaker teams, he's the one who sort of weighs in with 2 or 3 goals, but maybe against the bigger teams and tighter defending, he's probably not getting the opportunities that he would have got probably at Sporting and at Coventry as well in previous times. So looking at the strategy and sort of fitness focus, so how do you pull all this together? Well, anchor your team with 2 or 3 premiums we've talked about, your Haalands, your Brunos, your Salahs for example. Surround them with cheap but effective defenders like Senesi or Chalobah, who rack up defensive points at the moment. Don't ignore the midfield enablers, so Dewsbury Hall, Grealish, Paquetá, players we've all sort of talked about at the moment in time. And finally, sprinkle in some bold differentials, someone like Wissa, to give your team that unique edge, especially if you're already trying to sort of catch up points at the moment in time. It's so crucial. So if I was to pick a team from scratch, and I was doing a wildcard pick, this would be my squad that I would go for. So you can see here, obviously, we've got Alisson and Dubravka as the goalkeepers. We're targeting obviously defenders who are scoring good points at the moment in time with the new defensive contribution points, but also can offer a little bit as well going forward with Youth and Timber as well, who are getting in on the assists and goals. We've gone with a midfield that is on form at the moment in time with a couple of differentials in there in Dewsbury Hall and Paquetá as your sort of your bargains, but Semenyo, Fernandes and Grealish obviously are offering you very good attacking attributes at the moment in time and good stats that are showing that they are being breakout midfield performers at the moment. And then the 3 in attack, I think Haaland, João Pedro and Gyökeres. But as I sort of talked before, you could potentially look to maybe change Gyökeres for Johan Wissa, because obviously this team leaves you with around £400,000 left in the budget, but if you do bring Wissa in, then it sort of leaves you with 1.9 million. So again, you could potentially look at taking out, say, Paquetá for example, and then you've got obviously an option then to bring in a player for around 7.8 million, which means then you can start targeting players such as, you know, Cody Gakpo is probably a good one as well. He's playing a lot of minutes for Liverpool at the moment. I can't see Isak starting for quite a while yet. His fitness is nowhere near where it needs to be. So someone like Gakpo at the moment in time could be a good option for you to bring in. He's played every single minute so far. He's got himself a goal and a couple of assists. So yeah, maybe Cody Gakpo is someone you might want to put in there with Wissa as well. But yeah, that's it. That's my recommendations. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are towards Game Week 4. And yes, I'll see you on Thursday where I will reveal my final pick for Game Week 4 as well. Take care. Bye-bye.